Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel over here at Broke Boy Gaming. It has been a good 4 weeks since we've updated or uploaded any content in general. Again, we apologize. We're just really busy. We all live in different states. Some of us are in college. Some of us, like Devin and myself, who is joining me here today, are out in the real world and doing adult stuff, fun stuff. I guess you can call it that. But today,
I wouldn't call it that, but
yeah, I would. I was just trying to be a little bit more optimistic. But today, we're going to be talking just about the huge controversy about Nintendo Switch Online, and there's a lot of negatives, or yeah, just a lot of negatives that come with this overall, and we're just going to be discussing it. So, like I said, I'm joined today by my friend DJ. Call him Devin. I haven't called you DJ in a long time.
yeah, that one felt weird.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I was like, wait, why did? Okay, anyway, but yeah. So since we're the only two broke boys, within our channel who are Switch owners, we decided to kind of make this video for you guys. So, as we know, Nintendo Switch is $20 a year, which honestly isn't saying much. It's very cheap. It's very affordable, and definitely beats out Xbox and PlayStation with their $60 a year to play.
Which is good. That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like leave it to Nintendo to think about the fans.
But then you get what you pay for. So
You do, right. So with the $20, as everyone knows, it comes with online play. There's the NES online games. I think we get 20 starting off, with the library growing ever so more, I guess you could say.
Yeah, every month looks like you get 3 more.
Okay. And cloud save data. And the smartphone app, everyone's favorite. It's not like Discord's a thing. We're recording on Discord, by the way, because it's pretty handy. But
Amazing app.
Yeah, so the smartphone app, which allows you to communicate with all your Nintendo buddies online while you're playing your favorite games.
It is. I've heard it's awful.
Yeah, I haven't tried it out myself, but we shall see. I kind of want to test it out, but not really.
It reminds me of. Do you remember Xbox Smart Glass? They were trying to make that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember. They tried
just don't make apps. You already have a console. You don't need a separate app for your phone.
Xbox tried to make it so intuitive though. They're like, oh, if you're watching like your favorite movie or something, you can use Xbox Smart Glass to look up information. I'm like, why do I want to look up information about a movie? If just let me watch the movie, and then if I wanted to learn more about how it was made, who was the producer, the director, and all that stuff, I can look that stuff up later. But yeah, so Nintendo Smart App, smartphone app, not a good idea. And then special offers, we don't know what that means, since Nintendo had their Direct this past Thursday, and I actually did a predictions video with I Am Shifty. You can click the card above if you guys want to check that out. As well with Arrogant Coin as well. We kind of just did our own little Nintendo predictions, and I mainly talked about how I wanted to see what more like detail about the online, and also we know that it's launching sooner than expected on the 18th, which is in 3 days. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, what do you think about this overall? Because there's more that we have to talk about for sure.
Yes.
It's just, yeah, like you said, it's $20 a year, and we can't expect a lot because it's only $20 a year, which is totally fine. I understand. But at the same time, you would think they would have like the basics down. Like, it's just saying, oh, online play. Well, are there dedicated servers for certain games, or like what's going on?
Yeah, so I was just going to say, there's still so many unanswered questions. Like, how are the servers going to be? Are games going to run smoothly, or is it going to be easy to join other people? There's
Yeah.
just so many questions that no one knows as of now because they didn't do a good job of answering it.
Yeah, like I mean, we know the pricing. So the individual membership, you get 1 month for $4. $4 a month. I mean, yeah, $4 a month, and then there's a 3 month, which is $7.99, and then 12 month, $20, and then there's a family membership for up to 8 Nintendo account holders.
And for us broke boys, that is certainly looking promising to save some money.
Oh, absolutely, for $34.99.
So as of right now, it's just you and me who would do that. But if we get some more broke boys, that price is just going to go down.
Yeah, I mean, if Ethan wants to join in, I know I don't know, we'll figure it out. But then you get a 7 free day trial, which is kind of cool. But Nintendo, it's I don't know, like.
So with this family pack, do you think they know that it's going to be like Netflix, how one person has the account and then there's just like 3 other people on it? Do they know it's going to be shared like that?
Nintendo isn't that bright from what I can see, but I'm assuming that they know people are going to do this, because I mean, honestly, why wouldn't you?
I feel like they would have ways to stop it if they didn't want it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, they want to stop everything else. You know, they want to halt all the... MU Paradise is down. We can't get any more emulations, but that's okay. I haven't really played any in a very long time. But, okay, so going into the cloud save, which is very odd. Nintendo will erase your cloud saves when your Switch Online subscription ends. And
yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty ass backwards. I mean, it's just in general. I'm pretty sure with Xbox, I think Xbox Live, Xbox, their cloud saves, I'm pretty sure you get that for free. But like, they advertise it that way, but then when you go onto their website, it says that you need a subscription. So I really don't know what to believe, honestly. I learned that through watching one of Wolf Den's videos. I had no clue. So I was pretty much paraphrasing what he was, Bob Wolf, Bob Wolf was saying. And I don't know. It's just, And then let's see. So I actually made the mistake because I thought that, you know, the Nintendo Switch would act like a normal computer, and, you know, I didn't know all of your save game like data like automatically just save to the internal memory. I didn't know you couldn't save it on your SD card, which kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. Because yeah, you know, if you're running out of space for extra games, you have that SD card, but you would think that your save files would go on it too, you know what I mean?
It would make sense.
It makes perfect sense, because that's how computers work. That's how memory works. If you have 2 storage units, if the internal storage is full, then it automatically detects the next input of storage that you have hooked up to your machine. But apparently Nintendo doesn't know how a computer works. But I know a lot of people have been very distraught about the cloud saves because of this, and like, okay, that makes sense. And they're like, oh, you know, what if I take my Switch out, and you know, what if I break it, or if, you know, someone steals it? Well, number one, me personally, if I'm taking this thing out, I'm going to make sure I have it with me at all times. You spent $300 on this. I don't think people are that, like, I'm pretty sure people will be more mindful about bringing a $300 tablet everywhere they go. If you can keep up with your phone, you can keep up with your tablet, honestly, or
Yep.
your Switch. But there are some people who live in rough neighborhoods, and, you know, they can get their thing yoinked or whatever, and someone can just come up and take it from you out of nowhere, which I totally understand, because that is a possibility. But yeah, the cloud safe storage is not. I didn't know, like, I didn't know that you would block that behind a paywall. But not only that, from a few days ago when I posted in our group chat about the online having was it? The cloud save. My gosh. Oh, you have to like, even when you have your Nintendo Switch online subscription, you have to check in online every week.
That just doesn't make sense to me. Like, what do they need that for?
I don't know. I can't. I'm just very, very confused. Like, because I'm pretty sure I posted it, but I can't find it right now. But yeah, it was something about all of that craziness, and oh my gosh, I just don't know.
So if you forget to check in for a week, your subscription stops and then you lose your cloud storage.
I don't know if it works like that, but oh my gosh, I'm sure it's the weirdest thing, because how does that work? You know what I mean? Like, if you need to, I don't know. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Hold on, let me. So Nintendo Switch requires weekly online check-in to play any S games. Cloud saves deleted if your subscription expires. Blah 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 blah. You'll need to connect to your Nintendo Switch to the internet every 7 days to keep playing your NES games. The virtual style catalog of retro games comes as part of Nintendo Switch Online subscription, yada yada yada. You'll need to remember to connect at least every week in order to guarantee access, even if your subscription is long way from expiring. What? And this is from
you won't be able
Eurogamer.
so you won't be able to play the free games if you don't check in every week.
Right.
Why?
I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, Nintendo is like, because I was on Twitter earlier, and there's this one guy who we follow. I'm not going to mention his name because it's irrelevant, but he's a very big Nintendo fanatic, and he was saying, like, earlier today, oh my gosh, it was something with, he's pretty much defending Nintendo Switch Online. And he's like, oh, he's like, it doesn't really matter, you know, what they do. You guys are gonna buy it anyways, and it's just like, he was pretty much saying, he said, I'll read one of his tweets. He said, he's like, I feel like the Nintendo online I feel like the Nintendo's online service. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Either way, he's very for it, and like, I understand people are, you know, excited, but it's like, you just, how like, he was pretty much saying, he's like, oh, he's like, Nintendo and Sony and Xbox have had like 10 years to perfect their online, and Nintendo's just now getting their start. I'm like, that is a terrible excuse to say, oh, well, yeah, it's only $20. Yes, we understand it's only $20, but it should at least have the basics of what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, cloud saves that don't, that defeats the purpose of cloud saves. I just can't.
If it didn't have these weird ass little, like, weird little things that you have to do, like you have to just chime in every week, you have to, if they didn't have these kind of things, that'd be $20 a year. That'd be perfect. Like, I would have no complaints if they didn't have these little caveats that you have to.
Right. Well, so yeah, I found his tweet. He said, I'll be honest, I think the Nintendo Online service is not only good, it's good for $20 for online constant deals, cloud saves, etc. A library of growing retro games. It's really, really good for a starting service from Nintendo. Got to give it time to grow and get updates. Okay, like, if Nintendo, like, this is supposed to come out last year from what I recall, and it's like, how do you justify saying that, oh, you know, you got to give it time to grow? Like, yeah, we understand that, but like, this isn't the early 2000s. Like, Nintendo has had 10 years or more seeing what their competition has been doing with their online service overall. Like, honestly, I would pay $40 online if it meant that, you know, we got even better offers overall, because I mean, especially when Smash comes out, we don't even know how good this online service is going to be. You know, testing wise, playing online, is it?
Yeah,
Is it
that's
going
what
to
I'm
be this?
saying. Like, we don't know if it's going to be smooth. We don't know if
Yeah, like is it the same as their online now? Is there free online, or is it going to be? I think Smash needs dedicated servers, honestly. But like, is it going to be the same online? You know, I guess consistency as it is now, and you're just paying $20 for extra things. I just don't know. I don't understand. And Nintendo is always like, I like Nintendo as a company, but they've always been so backwards and behind the times when it comes to these type of things. The type of things. I don't understand. It's like you finally enter the HD graphics, gaming market, whatever, with the Wii U. But the Wii U was such a failure. Like, it had really good games on it, but the console itself was not there. But it had virtual console, and that's what made the Wii super popular. It was backwards compatible. You can play all these old games, and like, why? They stopped the virtual console. It's like, why? Well, it's like, oh, well, maybe it'll come through for Switch Online. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of Nintendo. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for Smash, I would not have bought this thing at all.
that's what it is for Pokemon for me.
That and Pokemon, like, literally, like two games I really want to play.
And of course, the first Pokemon game. Well, I guess technically the second Pokemon game to come out is Eevee and Pikachu, and it doesn't look promising.
Yeah, I understand.
For adults like us,
right? And I mean, I watched the direct, and it felt like I was in a kindergarten class. It wasn't the fact, like, I mean, no, I wasn't really interested in a lot of the games. I think it's, I'm happy for people who, Animal Crossing is coming to the Switch, Luigi's Mansion 3. There's a bunch of Final Fantasy games coming back to Nintendo's console, which is kind of cool, I guess. But I've played all of those, and I have them all on my PC, so I'm not going to rebuy them again for a portable console I don't even take out of my own house. But it was just, I felt like I was in a kindergarten class. Like, the translator himself literally just like, okay, kids, we're gonna take a stroll down memory lane. I was like,
I'm completely okay with them making like a starter game for kids to play and learn the game, but
like, why not just
market it as that? Don't market it as a game for everyone. Market it as
and them saying it's a main title series. Right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm just very furious.
Yeah, just don't market it as a game for everyone. It's not. It's for beginners, like veterans. They could have fun with it, but it's not going to be the same as the other titles.
Right. Like, because like when they showed a little bit more during the direct on Thursday, and it's just like I'm not excited for the game. I know it's for kids, but it's like, whatever happens to Nintendo being, that E for everyone type thing. Like, the Wii was such a great console. The GameCube, obviously, the N64 and NES, but it's like all these, I mean, like, ports are one thing. There's a lot of people out there who haven't played a lot of these games, and that's why they come to the system. But it's just like, what's going on? I don't understand what's going on with Nintendo. I felt like it was for like 5-year-olds. I was like, okay, I understand that they market it mainly towards like younger adults, like kids, but like this is like toddler level to me. And I don't know, I just wasn't really excited about anything for the direct. I watched it because I wanted to watch it, and I was like, okay, maybe they'll come out with something. Honestly, like I said, I just wanted to see more details about Switch Online and to see if there's any new Smash fighters. And Isabelle is coming from Animal Crossing, another game I don't play, and it's just, apparently it's like Sims but with animals, essentially. Very laid back, super casual game. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, dude, is it worth us getting it overall? Like, is this is like, I can't say this. Well, this is pretty anti-consumer.
If it weren't for the price, I would say it is, but the price only being 20 a year,
Yeah, but
I
it's like I don't know. I feel like it's $20. It's only $20 a year, but like I feel like we're paying $20 for nothing. That's the thing.
you see these launch titles though.
Wait, what lunch titles?
Launch titles: soccer, tennis. Don't know what those are. Ice
Oh
hockey and
yeah,
baseball.
the NES. Yeah, it's
There are some good classics. You got Donkey Kong, Mario Bros, Dr. Mario, Yoshi, Super Mario Bros, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Bros 3. You got some good Tecmo Bowl. Get some football in there.
I mean, yeah, I guess like they're trying to do the retro thing, but it's like
I'll play those games for like 20, 30 minutes, but then like
Not
after that, you're not going to be coming back every day to play these games.
no. I mean, like, and the games aren't very long to begin with. Like I know Legend of Zelda's on there, and like Super Mario Brothers 3, but it's like even for $20 a month. I mean, sorry, a year. I feel like we're getting next to nothing. But like I feel more bad for all the Switch players out there who, you know, are playing Splatoon and sinking way more hours into their Switch than we are, you know, because they play all these extra games. But I know also there's certain games that won't support cloud save. So that's interesting. And I know the Pokemon Let's Go games will not support it, and neither will Splatoon. And a lot of people sink a lot of time into Splatoon, apparently. So
Yeah, pretty popular.
yeah, it's not for me, but you know, other people out there play it, and I feel bad. It really does suck. Like I feel like I was talking to Shifty about this, and he was like, you know, he's like, I'm afraid it's literally just gonna be like we're paying $20 for like this is it. Like this is Nintendo Online, but like. I just feel like we should get like a little bit more. I'm not saying like over the moon, like, yeah, give me everything to like, you know, that you can get with like Xbox subscription or PlayStation subscription. But it's like, I don't know, NES games, I was like, okay, I guess that's cool. But like if it was like N64 or GameCube games, people would have been like, yes. I mean, maybe eventually they'll add it to it, but like this actually goes back to like the whole gaming as a service thing that people are talking about online as well, where, you know, you don't actually own these titles. You just, you know, you pay a certain amount per month or, you know, year or whatever, and you get to play these titles. And like, it's just playing them. You don't physically own them. You don't digitally own them yourself. I don't know. Nintendo still uses friend codes for multiple things for whatever bloody reason, but I don't know, man. It is stirring up the web a lot.
It'll be interesting to see in 3 days how it all unfolds.
Yeah. Was it?
I think Splatoon will be a good first test on that first day to test the servers and see how it's running.
Yeah,
See if it can handle Splatoon.
Right. I'm not excited for this thing at all. I'm just not. Like, I'm even more pissed that I have to pay for it just to play Smash Online. And God no, like those servers better be dedicated. It has to. Like, everyone's gonna be buying that game. That game is going to be a system seller. Pokemon Let's Go, personally, I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna be a system seller.
It'll still do well, I think, but I don't think it'll do as well as the other Pokemon games.
Right. I mean, Pokemon is one of the biggest franchises in the world.
Yeah, every time a new one comes out, it's the #1 selling game.
Right. But right now, Smash is the #1 selling. On Amazon, Smash is the #1 selling game.
As it should be.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like, I don't want to say Pokemon Let's Go is going to be overlooked, but like, I feel like it is, because we've all known that Smash is coming since, what, early this year? Like super early this year. And then we heard that a new Pokemon game is coming out, and they're like, oh, you know, it's going to be Pokemon Yellow remake. That's perfect. Just take that game and remake it for the Switch. And then there was more rumors saying, oh, you know, these new Pokemon games might have the like Pokemon Go features in the game, and no one was on board with this whatsoever. Like, what if it wasn't everyone's favorite thing in the world, and now all of a sudden people want to buy it, which is totally fine. You can spend $60. Man, they're robbing you for that. For that kind of game, like, if it exists, fine. That's totally okay. It doesn't, keep me up at night or anything, or any of us for that matter. But like, Jesus, dude, $60 for that game, for pretty much like an extension of what Pokemon Go is. And it's like,
I do still have faith in Game Freak and the Pokemon Company for the mainline game in 2019.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, Game Freak is making another game. It's called Town.
What?
It's called Town.
Sounds boring.
It's another RPG. You have to, look it up overall. But it's like,
aren't they a little busy with all this Pokemon stuff? How do they have time for another game?
multiple teams, probably a smaller team from Game Freak. I don't know if I think it's coming out 2019. But then again, you have to think Game Freak's probably working on the new Pokemon game that's coming out next year, like now as well. So they probably have a smaller team making this Town game. So it's just odd. It's very odd stuff. But yeah, there are weekly logins. I mean, I guess that's not a big deal because, you probably end up playing your Switch at least once a week anyway. But like, why even put that in? Like, what? Like, why even make that a thing? I don't understand. It's like they saw, like, how much backlash that Xbox got when they said that, oh, your Xbox has to be online like all the time and requires like, online check-ins and all this other stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like Nintendo is making gaming in general more difficult than when it needs to be.
Yep.
So,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Like, literally, if Smash was not here, I swear to God, I would sell the Switch like today if I could, or if Smash never came out. But like, I'm trying my best to hold on for Smash and Pokemon next year.
They need to have this shit right for when Smash comes out, because those servers are trash and Smash comes out, everything is burning down.
Oh yeah, it's very terrible.
If people can't play Smash when it comes out because the servers are bad, there will be riots.
Right, yeah, because like a lot of gaming companies are like, oh, we didn't expect this much traction. Bitch, yes you did. What the hell are you talking about? We didn't expect this much traction. Your game is slated to be the biggest game of the year. What do you mean you weren't expecting this much? It's like, whatever. Yeah, I'm just... It just doesn't make me excited to pay for this at all, because like I just feel like we're getting next to nothing for $20. But did you want to say anything else, or before we wrap up here?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in today. Sorry about our little rant. We love Nintendo, we really do, and we just want to see them succeed overall, and just be a part of the actual gaming community when it comes to online. Like, take a page out of Microsoft's book, take a page out of Sony's book. Like, the resources are there, but they're just not using them all. But like I said again, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Wow, I cannot talk today. Down below. And to let us know, are you excited for a Nintendo Switch Online? Are you just gonna kind of bite the bullet and, weather through the storm? If you're a Nintendo fan, like a hardcore Nintendo fan. But yeah, we will see you guys next time.